What's going on, everybody? This is Rocket League News. This is a series where I talk about all the shit you guys are too lazy to look up. As always, before we get into the video, if you guys do enjoy, if you find this helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That would be appreciated. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, a lot of interesting stories coming out this week. The first one regarding the Intel World Open. For those of you guys who don't know, Intel is hosting the Intel World Open, and it will take place in Tokyo ahead of the Olympic Summer Games this year. And Intel finally released a trailer for the IWO, or the Intel World Open, and there's absolutely no new information. So everyone's kind of complaining that we still have absolutely no idea kind of the format of the event. We don't know how to sign up, we don't know the rules, just nothing, absolutely nothing. So we're hoping that one day we'll actually get some information on this topic. Next up in the news, somebody was trying to sabotage Scrub. Lethamyr tweeted out right after Mouse Sports' match against Singularity that somebody was trying to sabotage Scrub's gameplay during the RLCS League play. He tweeted out, "Whoever invites @ScrubKilla to a group Steam chat during our matches and says you're going to lose and tabs them out of the game, you're the absolute worst kind of person. Lucky we didn't get scored on." Now, there is this kind of glitch with Steam chat where if you invite someone, it can tab you out of the game. I'm not all too sure how it works. I've just seen that other comments of people talking about how it's a bug that needs to be fixed. And someone did this to ScrubKilla, and I don't know how they also got into a call with him, but apparently they got into a call with him somehow. And basically we're saying that they hope that he loses. And in the middle of RLCS, ScrubKilla got tabbed out, and the goal was for them to get scored on and lose, but they still ended up winning. And I guess ScrubKilla fixed it so that they couldn't do that to him again. Now, I'm not an expert on this Steam glitch. I have no fucking clue as to what causes it. I just know that someone was abusing it and trying to hurt Mouse in the end. And I think this is just kind of a really shitty thing to do. I mean, why the hell are you going out of your way to try to ruin someone else's game? It really makes no sense. It's just kind of like, how are you that big of a loser? It's just esports. Like, are you jealous of ScrubKilla or something? Because he's younger than you and probably making more money than you? I don't know. It just really makes no sense. Some of these dumbasses online. Anyway, let's get right into the next one. ESPN did an interview with Shock, the underdog. Now, this is posted to ESPN Esports YouTube channel. Now, I'm not going to play the whole clip, but if you guys do want to see Shock, one of the best players in North America, arguably right now, just absolutely killing it in league play, just talks about his journey to RLCS, how he's this underdog, how he feels. It's a great interview. I recommend anyone who sort of cares about Rocket League Esports to actually watch this interview. It's very great. Very awesome hearing Shock talk. He's very confident. It's really cool. And then next up in the news, more orgs are signing RLCS and RLRS teams, which is fucking awesome. So if you guys don't know, in the past we've had teams get to RLCS without even having an org, and now we just had 5 orgs in 24 hours sign RLRS teams, which is great. So there was originally this rumor on Reddit that Block, Awkward Turtles, Omelette, Zookeepers, and Monkey Business all were going to have an org sign them recently, but then in the very next day, just within 24 to 48 hours, Team Skyfire acquire Row Z. RBG Esports signed Zookeepers, which is weird because RBG dropped their old roster, who is now Flight. So I didn't think that they would actually acquire a new RLCS team or RLRS team. Maybe they just like RLRS better than RLCS. I don't fucking know. Overt acquire Noisy Isn't Toxic. Notorious Legion Esports signs Awkward Turtles. Block signs with Solary. I have no clue how to pronounce that. And it hasn't stopped. There's still more information coming out. Still on Reddit all the time. There's still going to be new teams being acquired. So this is really, really awesome. I think basically what this shows is that the RL esports scene is still growing. It shows absolutely zero signs of slowing down, and it is rapidly growing. First, Rocket League League Play now averages more viewers than they used to peak. I think we're averaging almost 80,000 viewers a stream, and I remember that used to be like really, really high for us, and now that's our average. We doubled Rainbow Six viewers. We're getting more orgs into the scene. It's just expanding really fast right now. Is Cynex doing anything? Is it just randomly taking off? Who the fuck knows? Rocket League Esports is fucking growing right now. Next up in the news, an interview with Bluey on JinxEsports.tv. This interview is with Bluey on him dropping down to the RLRS and being labeled as toxic. For those of you guys don't know, in a recent video, we talked about Killa had an opinion on Bluey on his stream of why Bluey was kicked from FC Barcelona. And Killa basically said because Bluey is toxic and no one likes him. So this is kind of like Bluey's official response to everything going on, how he feels being kicked, his opinion on him being quote-unquote toxic, and Bluey doesn't try to hide the fact that he was an asshole, which I like. He takes responsibility for his actions, right? He doesn't say, "Oh no, man, I didn't say that," which he obviously did. There's proof. He talks about how he's trying to change as a person. He has in the past, not even in this interview alone. Talks about how his relationship is fine now, and he really claims that he's just not toxic anymore, so he doesn't like to see people putting that label on him. So it's just a good article to check out if you're interested in all the drama going on with RL Esports. I'll link all this shit in the comment section down below, so you guys don't have to be lazy. I'll do the work for you. Now, usually with the first RL news of the week, at the end of it, I like to give you guys a little recap on RLCS Week 1. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I got a comment saying that instead of just showing a couple of the best goals, quickly recap what happened with all the teams. So you know what? I'll do that. This isn't going to be about like my official recap. I will have a RLCS Season 9 League Play recap video coming out like tomorrow probably. But this will be just a general, really quick overview. If you guys want to know who won and lost, you didn't catch it, I'll quickly go over it right now. So first match, C9 beat Flight 3-1. It was a pretty boring match to watch. Rogue lost to Sonics. Sonics won 3-1. That was actually a very fun match to watch. Shock was amazing. G2 versus Flight. Flight actually played amazing. They played shit against Cloud9, played great against G2. Probably the fastest game of Rocket League I've ever seen. Like, it was great. Flight really played up to G2's speed, and G2 played lights out. Great match to watch. NRG versus United. NRG smacked United. United actually played really well, but you can't beat NRG playing just well. You gotta play it perfect. So NRG won. PK versus Ghost Gaming. PK won. PK finally looking a little bit better with AJ. Ghost Gaming. Atomic still played amazing, just his teammates needed to step it up. And then NRG versus SSG. SSG finally figured out what they were doing wrong, why they lost. They definitely fixed their mistakes that they had against Sonics. Playing like a really good team. NRG did not play bad at all. SSG just played amazing. Well, I will admit, Turbo Pulso did have a few misplays. Turbo Pulso, we usually don't see those defensive misplays coming out from him. But yeah, Turbo did look a little bit shaky, but I think that's more to do with SSG actually outplaying them, as opposed to them just not looking good. They put the ball in a few awkward positions for Turbo Pulso, and he just wasn't able to handle it. And yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the dub. AXV and Sipical played lights out. Both of them were great. Now let's move on to Europe. Again, tell me if you guys like this. Tell me if you just like me showing the goals, or if you like a quick little recap on RLCS that I do at the end. You know, just leave a comment. Tell me what you think is better. And we have Dignitas. They beat Singularity 3-1. Singularity did look like they could compete, but at the end of the day, Dignitas, just like G2, just such a fun team to watch. So dominant, just absolutely insane on the pitch. There's absolutely no way you could beat Dignitas. It just doesn't look possible. So Dignitas murdered Singularity. ASM lost 3-0 to Endpoint, which is crazy because I think Extra is the best one on the field, plays for ASM. This is a boring match. Just really, there's a little bit to be said, but I don't know. It was just boring. Endpoint 3-0'd. That means ASM's probably going to get auto-relegated. That's all I have to say about that. Mouse versus Singularity. Fun match to watch. Although at the end of the day, Singularity's not on Mouse's level. It was a little bit of a shaky win from Mouse, but at the end of the day, they get it done. Speed definitely not playing up to speed. No pun intended. Then Renault Vitality versus TSM. TSM is absolute dog shit team. Vitality wins 10 times out of 10. Vitality should be embarrassed they even lost a game to TSM because TSM's so dog shit. Then Veloce versus Rec. Jesus Christ, Veloce played out of their fucking mind. Cassio, amazing. Best I've ever seen Cassio play in his entire fucking career. I can't believe Veloce picking now out of any time to actually play offense. Veloce's that kind of team with absolutely zero offense. You'd find more offense in a fucking minor league golfing team than Veloce has, but I don't know. They somehow pulled it out. They got a dub over Reciprocity, which is crazy, and they actually deserve it. It was a good game. They both played well. And then Vitality versus Barcelona. Yeah, Vitality just figured out their shit with Alpha 54. Barcelona played very well. It was actually very competitive. Probably should have been a 3-2. At the end of the day, Vitality played extremely well. So that is your very quick recap over RLCS. Again, let me know what you guys think about me doing it this way as opposed to just giving a couple of the best goals, because I'm still gonna be doing the recap for you guys tomorrow, and I'll be going very in depth into who won, who lost, and all that. And we're gonna be talking for probably like 20 minutes. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. And that is everything. If you guys did enjoy this episode of the Rocket League News, again, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I do this as often as I can, usually twice a week, because usually there's like a lot of stuff coming out weekly. So I don't like to do one a week. I like to do one like bi-weekly. Yep, and with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you.